It's good to see you.
See you as well.
Yeah. Well,
How's it going?
gee, when did you get back in town? Okay. Yeah.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
Oh, yeah. Well, see, there's so much going on. We got a big reveal that's going to happen in January, and we're setting up for that, and it's going to be a real special event. And then we got a couple other cars over there that are new that we just brought in, and so we're going to have a couple people here for that, and then there's another one that's over here I want to show you. It's going to be pretty cool. Yeah. See, we got all the different brands located around here. Pontiac's there, and Buick, and Cadillac. But this one just came in. So, Ofori, why don't you help me pull the cover off of this one? This one's pretty cool.
Oh no, that's my car. That's my car. My daddy bought me. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. Thank you. How'd you find it? How'd you find it?
Hunted it down. Come look at your license plates.
Oh my goodness. Hi. Is the accident? He had an accident in my car. It's not there.
Well, it took a while for them to
Oh
repair.
my goodness, he has my. Oh, this is so. Thank you, Ed.
Wow,
Oh,
well,
my
don't thank
goodness.
me. But I've known about this for quite a while.
Oh my goodness, how'd you find it?
We hunted it down in Texas through the VIN number. But I want you to meet Mike Hawkswell.
Oh my goodness, thank you.
Mike is the manager over at Auburn Collision.
My father bought me this car. Oh my goodness, and he never wanted me to sell it. So thank you. Thank you so much. He passed away 3 years ago. And this means a lot. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Did all the work.
Yep.
You got that dent out, the dent out that he messed it up. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, Ofori, that's so sweet. You are like the sweetest man. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you all. Thank you.
Yeah. And Keith.
It's a little too much.
Keith helped me get it from the dealership from the home in Texas to the dealership in Texas.
Can I sit in it?
John Nash Auto Group.
I can sit in it.
This is one car I'll let you touch.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. My dad bought me this car. And it's such a weird story how I got this car. I came home from college my second year. My dad kept saying, if you stay in school, we'll get you a car. They sent me there in a little Le Mans, an old putt-putt. And he takes me, I get home for Christmas my sophomore year, and he goes, I'm taking you to the dealership. And I'm like, okay, what are we going there for? He goes to the lot, he goes, pick anything you want. And I'm like, anything I want? And I'm like, I want that one. Knowing he's not gonna say, he said, okay, let's get in it. He puts me in the car and I'm driving it. He's like, floor it, you gotta floor it. And I'm like, no, I'm scared. And he put my foot down and made me go as fast as it'll go. And when we parked back at the dealership, he says, you know why I did that? I said, why? He says, so you'll never have the tendency or the desire to floor it again. You've done it. So he just always looked out for me. Thanks, Ofori. Oh my goodness. Thank you all so much. Thank you. Oh my goodness. And I hope it wasn't more than what we had to sell it for. Oh no.
You don't want to know.
Oh, thank you so much. So with the license plate, I kept trying to think about what can I do that's unique and something that's special just for me. And my mom goes, well, there's no one like you. And I'm like, oh my goodness, no one like her. So that's where it came from. No one like her, like me. So it's all my mom, you know. She said, no, there's no one like you, and there'll be no one on campus with a car like this. And she was right. There was no one on campus with a car like that. So that's where it came from.
right, this has just been a great day. I'd like to take this time to make sure I give thank yous out to the appropriate people who helped make this day special for me and my wife. Norma in San Marcos, Texas, also Jose in San Marcos, Texas, Alex Webster from Chuck Nash Auto Group, Roxangela Kennard with General Motors, Mike Hawkswell from Auburn Collision, and Tommy Percelli from Auburn Collision, Keith and Carrie Natchez of GM, very grateful, Jason Lice from Chase Bank, and also the GM Heritage Center, and last but not least, Mr. Ed Welburn. I thank you all, your organizations and yourselves very sincerely for making this day special for, like I said, for my wife and I. So I wish you all the best. God bless. Thank you. My name is Joseph Oegboka. I'm sorry to bother you, as I know your time is valuable. Please allow me to explain the purpose of me writing this letter to you. I'm writing this letter in the hope that you will be willing to speak to me about the 1998 Pontiac Firebird you own. I've been married to my wife for almost 12 years. This was written in May 7th, 2012. We first met in college in Louisiana. As we look back over our life together, we have fond memories of the white 1998 Pontiac Firebird that our beloved father purchased for her. Tragically and suddenly, about 2 years ago, her father had a massive heart attack and died. We all loved him and miss him dearly. When my wife and I talk about her father, she tells me of the many stories of how her father loved her and her sisters and how he would do anything for them. One story in particular is how on one sunny weekend her father decided she needed a new car. She and her father drove to the nearest car dealership. When they arrived, they browsed the lot and he asked her, "Which one do you want?" My wife smiled and took a chance and pointed at what she thought was the most beautiful car on the lot and said, "That one." Her father told the salesman to get the keys. Needless to say, he bought the car for her, and that day is a day my wife will never forget. The 1998 Pontiac Firebird is now the one that you own. I was able to locate it through the VIN number through the Texas Motor Vehicle Registry. Please forgive me as I do not want to pry into your life. I only ask that you please allow me to talk with you about the possibility of purchasing this Pontiac from you. I would really like to surprise my wife one day, today.
And I'm surprised.
And have the fondest memories of her father returned to her. Her father can never come back, but with your help, a piece of what was so great about him can be returned to my wife. I hope this does not sound strange, as this is not a game, a joke, or a hoax. At the time we were living in Michigan. And I said thank you so much for your consideration.